All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. I hope all of you are fine. All right, can I have your attention, please? The Bhinneka Toastmasters Club meeting will start soon, and I would like to invite all of you to watch the following video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the president of the club, President Ben Toastmasters, Ben Whittaker.
All right, thank you so much, and welcome to our meeting. Again, Bhinneka Toastmasters Club, strictly online, but we're all over the place. And it's nice to have Pandu back, even if he's at work. How are you doing, sir?
Okay, thank you. I'm doing
Excellent.
great. Yes, glad to be joined here.
Thank you again for
Okay,
coming.
thank you. Yes.
And one of our old friends that used to frequent Toastmasters here in Bali, Egan, how are you doing?
I'm great, very great, Ben. And right now I'm not in Bali. I'm in Yogyakarta.
Oh, fun. Great stuff. Noel, how are you doing?
Hi, Mr. Graham. Hi to TMVV and also TMPP to allow me join with this club to see how's this club going. Thank you. I think a little bit introduce. My name is Noel. First, I ever joined with the club in Shell, but because of COVID, so we don't have any longer meeting. But and also I don't know this group still have or not. But thank you to allow me to participate in this club. Thank you.
All right, thank you for coming. And Weera Tama, how are you doing?
Hello, Toastmaster Ben. Well, I'm fine. Thank you very much.
How did you hear about our club?
Well, I heard from Toastmaster Natalie, Natalie.
Excellent. Thank you for showing up and hopefully get a chance to speak. And let me tell you a little bit about Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club. We started a little over a year ago, and we are still moving pretty strong as this is now April into our second year. Our club has a simple motto, little ABC, always, what is it? Always, no, I don't have, oh man, let me get the agenda up real quick. Always, what is it, Pipit?
I don't know by heart. Say supporting members. I don't know.
Yeah, let me get the agenda. I'm so slow. All right, so dun, 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 dun. There we go. Okay, so appreciate our club members, build each other up, celebrate our successes. Right? With Toastmasters, we come here, we want to better ourselves, we want to better each other. But again, the idea is that can we better our lives outside of Toastmasters? How can we use coming to Toastmasters once a week or whatever many clubs you go to and make our lives outside of Toastmasters great. For example, we have a lot of people who are authors, public speakers, debate coach, public speaking coaches, and just people that work every day and have to communicate. How do you get promoted, right? Build confidence. And Toastmasters is definitely going to help you build your confidence. That's what we want to do here, and welcome you and have fun at the same time. So we have a great meeting today. An interesting theme will be explained later. And of course, we'll explain exactly how Toastmasters is run. Let me introduce to you one of our international members, Toastmaster of the day, all the way from the island of Mauritius. Severine, please let us know what the theme is and give us a little introduction. Yay!
Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are in this world. I am happy to be the Toastmaster of the meeting today. Our meeting is about egalitarian. The theme of the meeting is egalitarian. What is egalitarian? The dictionary says it is believing in, or it is based on the principle that all people are equal and deserve equal rights and opportunities. You have surely come across the word equality, but maybe less about to be egalitarian. So it is to describe someone who believes in equal rights and opportunities. This is maybe funny, but I would like today also to connect the theme to the International Day of the UN today, which is about English language. Why I want to connect this today with the theme of the day egalitarian, because English is what is connecting many countries of the world today. Our meeting in Bhinneka online is made possible because of English. We come from different parts of the world, but still we are able to communicate. And I believe communication is the start of being able to understand others across our genders, races, religions, and political views. So today I encourage you to use the word egalitarian in all your speeches, or every time you will take the mic. And one example of where you can use the word is that you can tell someone is a political egalitarian or a social egalitarian. Today, as we go through the meeting, we have a few roles, as you surely know. So I would like to call upon the first role taker is the general evaluator. The general evaluator today is, excuse me, I know Lufti has not been able to join. So the general evaluator will be Toastmaster Ben, who will introduce himself and explain a bit about his role today. Over to you, Toastmaster Ben.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Severine. As you see, like in my name, I am a lot of roles today. And again, when you're a Toastmaster, we kind of step up and set up the whole entire process with different areas, with the prepared speeches, the table topics, and the evaluation. As a general evaluator, my job is to evaluate the whole meeting from start to finish and give you a report at the end of the meeting, just to kind of see how it went smoothly, what did we do well, and what can we improve on. Also, just to kind of keep the motivation going, I'm going to introduce the grammarian, Toastmaster Ben. Yes. Great. That's me again. Yes. Look at that. So a grammarian is simply the English teacher, right? No matter what language we're speaking in, because Toastmasters all over the world has many different languages. But the idea is that in this club, we're an English-speaking club, even though we're very multicultural from all over the world. So my role today is to kind of tell us what we did well with our English and what can we do to improve on little areas. So don't worry, I don't really like this role, but I'm going to do it to the best of my ability to help everyone learn something, right? Now, back to you, GE. Thank you. All right. Now let me introduce you to the counter. Okay, counter Toastmaster Ben. Take it away. Thank you, GE. Oh, wow. Okay, so the counter. Oh, we have people. Oops, Mitch. Someone trying to get in a couple times. The counters. Very interesting rule. I have made a couple mistakes already in my speaking. The counter essentially counts all of our little hidden words that we use and just trying to make us a little bit smoother when it comes to it. So when you have like but, so in between your sentences, I get to tally those. Again, I'm not going to be so critical, but I will typically try to point out some areas of what we need to improve on and probably how we can transition better. I'm not going to tally every little thing. It's really, for me, it's annoying to do so, but it is still important that we learn what mistakes we're making when we're talking. Because if we're presenting in front of 2 people or 2,000 or 20,000, we need to be a little bit smooth and have really good transitions. And there's ways of doing that without having all of our little filler sounds. All right, so back to you, GE. All right, good job. Way to go, Ben. Looking pretty good. Thanks. Got it. All right, now I do have other role takers as well that are not me. So that's a benefit. All right, let me introduce you our ballot counter. What is that? Toastmaster Seni.
Thank you, President, and as well as the Mr. GE. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm the Zoom master and also the ballot counter. So as a ballot counter, I will help to launch the polls and count the polls and announce the winners for the speakers today. And as the Zoom master, I will try my best to keep all of you are speaking are on the spotlight. So I will make sure you will got your screen. Okay, I think that's all for me, and let's wait until the end until I announce the award. Back to you, our Madam G, Mr. G.
Sure, hopefully. God, Ben, looking. Anyways, so as you see, me and Seni and I, we are multitasking today. So hopefully we can do it in a really smooth, easy way. A lot of times we have cancellations and it happens. But that's the idea. We're all a team here and we can take over. It's not that difficult. But we do have a couple guests before I hand it back over to the Toastmaster that slid in. Real quick, Barkan, do you want to say hello real quick?
Hello.
Very specific. You said hello. Excellent. I noticed that your connection's a little bit iffy, but thanks for coming, and hopefully you can stay as long as you can. And Melinda, nice to see you. You want to say hello real quick as well?
You're still muted, Melinda.
And did she just dip out also?
Oh, sorry. Hello, everyone. My name is Melinda. Nice to meet you all.
All right.
Where are you, Melinda?
My friend from Bali. She actually
I'm in Bali.
And me also.
Barkan as well. Barkan Hadi as well in Bali.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Melinda. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming. Hope you enjoy our meeting today. And let me give it back to our Toastmaster.
Timer, me.
What, Pipit?
Timer, you have to introduce me, timer.
Oh, crap. Maybe you want to introduce our timer. That's probably important. So many roles, I forgot one of the most important ones. Pivots.
Yes. Okay, people, probably you're wondering why Ben has 30 roles, I have 20 roles, and Sandy has 30 roles because some of our members are having a hard time right now. Relatives passed away, went to the hospital, and also some others have good news, such as joining a competition. But it's okay because we're a good sport in Toastmasters. When someone finally cannot make it, it's fine. We don't pressurize them. So if you decide to join Bhinneka, don't worry, no pressure. If for some reasons you cannot make it while you actually promise to come or something like that, but we understand. So this is the evidence of what we do here in Bhinneka, that we support each other and we're a good sport. And my name is Chipit, and I will be the timer today. The timer here means telling you if you have passed the required time or not, or whether you actually have or overtime or not. Okay, so first for the prepared speaker, TP will be the prepared speaker. She will spend, I hope, between 4 to 6 minutes, right? And then table topic session later will be 1 until 2 minutes. And then evaluation session will be 2 until 3 minutes. And to give you a little bit clarity of how it will look, this is green 1. If you expect green like this, that means your minimum time has passed. So for PP is 4, for table topic speaker is 1, for evaluator is 2. Okay. Now in the middle, just trying to be careful with time. Yellow means okay, you're okay, but about to finish. Yeah. So PP will be at the 5th minute, and then for table topic will be 1 minute 30 seconds. For evaluation will be 2 minutes 30 seconds. 2 minutes 30 seconds. Okay. Now this is time when you actually need to wrap it up real quick, because after you see red, you only have 30 seconds to finish everything. Otherwise, you won't be able to be chosen as the favorite one. Although today we have 1 speaker, so obviously she'll be the winner, and 1 evaluator, so she will be the winner. But it's okay, right? It's also you also need to know your time. So for TV, if you see this, that means you're in 6 minutes. Intern, if you see this, maybe that means you're in 2 minutes 30 seconds. And for all table topic speakers later, that means 1 minute 30 2 minutes 2 minutes 30 seconds. Okay. All right, so have fun during this meeting. See you later.
All right. Yeah, I forgot the timer. Pretty important role, actually. All right. Oh, we have another guest. Yes, sweet. And real quick, again, I forgot to mention as a grammarian, our Tom did introduce the word of the day, egalitarian. Try to use it in your speeches when you're talking today. I would suggest, like, I had never heard of the word egalitarian until today. And I'll try to use it in a sentence, right? That's a good way to use it, like that. You don't know what it means, just say, I don't know what egalitarian means. Great word, blah, 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 blah. All right, and real quick, one more time. Tika Prana, thank you for joining us today. This is the past president of Magical Bali Toastmasters here in Bali. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and why are you here today?
Hi everyone, my name is Dika, or some call me Prana. I'm from I was in Magical Bali Toastmaster, and I am here today because I miss everyone. I miss everyone, really. Especially Ben.
Yes. All right. I blackmailed him to come today. I saw him yesterday. I told him you should come. It's easy. When you have a little baby and you're married, but it's online. You can just come, bring your kid. But thanks, Dika. Now, I think we're all good. Let me give it back to our Tom now. Are you ready, Toastmaster Severine, to get us started?
I am back.
Awesome.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ben. Today you are wearing so many hats. Kudos to you. So to be egalitarian, we should not forget about our speech evaluator, who is Toastmaster Intan, who we have not introduced during the meeting rules. Toastmaster Intan.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Severin. I'm Intan, and I will be speaker 1 evaluator. I will evaluate and also give feedback to the first speaker of prepared speech. Thank you, Tom. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Intan. So without any delay, let us start our first part of the meeting, which is the prepared speech. Today we have one special speaker who is none other than Toastmaster Fifi. She is going to be on a project for the icebreaker with the objective of engaging humor. Her speech title is This Is Me, which should last from 4 to 6 minutes. Toastmaster Fifi, this is me. This is me. Toastmaster Fifi.
Someone said that it's better for you to know more about the people in order for you to be better, make a relationship. My fellow Toastmasters and guests, for those of you who already known me, I want to ask this question. If someone else asks you, who is Fifi? What would you answer this? I need one volunteer. If somebody else asks who is Fifi, what would you answer?
An incredible woman.
Incredible woman. Wow. Thanks, Fifi. Thank you very much. Now, besides incredible woman, I want to share more today. Later, you can say about this. If somebody asks who is Fifi, I want to share two things. The first one is the good things of me. The second one is the things that I need to improve. Now, let's talk about number one first. The good things of me. Professionally, my friend in the office knows me that I am a well-prepared person. For example, during October or November, we were asked by the company to submit the budget. This is the budget for running all the operational activities for the following year. For some people, they will submit the data after the deadline. As for me, since I'm a well-prepared person, I've already collected the data far behind it. So when the boss asked me to submit before the deadline, I could be able to submit it. How about in personal life? Oh my God, you can ask my children. I'm a well-known as disciplined mother. For example, if my son didn't put the shoes on the proper place, I will be very angry with him. And my son's reaction is always, oh, mommy, stop. You talk too much, mom. My fellow Toastmaster and guests, not because I'm a clumsy mother or talk too much, but I love discipline. That's the good thing of me. Now, how about the things that I need to improve? I don't want to hide it from you. The things that I need to improve is the planning on my diet. The planning on my diet until now is not succeed yet. You can ask the people surrounding me. Even I have my friend in Malaysia office, she reminds me every Friday, texted me or call me. She said, oh, Vivi, this is Friday. Don't forget to do your diet. Did I recall her message clearly? Yes, because she sent this message on every Friday. Did I do it? As I mentioned to you, until now, it's not succeed yet. Perhaps the reason is because all the food is good for me. I always categorize foods into two categories. First one is the food in the category delicious. Second one is the food under category very delicious, like ice cream, chocolate, any cookies. I love them very much. My fellow Toastmaster and guests, if someone asks you, who is Fifi? Now you can answer more information about me. Yes, this is me. My name is Fifi Amaliawati. I'm the member of Bhinneka Online Toastmaster Club. And as you know, I'm a well-prepared person. I'm very disciplined, especially to my children. And also having struggle to do my own diet. Thank you very much. Back to Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fifi. Now we will call the timers report in the chat, please.
Yes, we'll do.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Fifi. Are we going to take another group picture? Because I have seen on the group that there is already 2 pictures. Yes, okay.
Yes.
Let's put our best faces.
Okay. So actually, I have usually problem of my screen is not HD. So I would like to ask someone to take the group photo, please. So it won't be blurry. Sandy, do you want to? Okay.
Yes.
So what's the pose?
The former pose.
Normal pose. Okay, normal pose first.
I would like to
Don't
invite
do this.
Talita. Talita, you just joined. Can you?
Embarkan.
Embarkan. Talita, you just joined. Welcome, Talita. Okay.
Oh, it's okay.
Sorry. I just use my
everyone.
I just use my wife phone because my phone is not installed Zoom, so I borrow my wife. So that's why the name is Talita.
No problem.
Oh, I see.
1, 2.
Okay, everyone, give your best pose. Barkan, do you want to join? Or you want to skip it?
Yeah.
Okay, I will count in 3. Formal pose. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Give me a moment for another pose. Another pose is what? Pipit?
Because it's egalitarian, it's supposed to be like, you know, that Lady Justice thingy. Yeah. So I'm not sure. So let's just equal egalitarian. I don't know. Just
pose.
Yeah. Okay. Just do this, or do that just like Anna.
All right. Okay. Everybody, I will count in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Thank you very much. Back to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Severin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Seni, for the group pictures. Now we have come to the second part of our meeting with the table topic session, organized and presented by Toastmaster Pipit. Over to you, Toastmaster Pipit.
Thank you. Okay, sorry for laughing just a little bit. Harjo said my customers were looking at me weird. Okay, it's not surprise. I think your customers looking at you weirdly every day. All right, so yes, welcome everyone to our topic session, and today we will talk about egalitarian. So earlier, Sabrine talked about how English is the symbol of egalitarian, because with English, then everyone is possible to communicate internationally, right? But in my mind, in the back of my head, when I talk about egalitarian, is related to Indonesia a little bit. We have the Kartini Day, 21st of April, a few days ago, and she was the national hero in Indonesia who won equality between men and women, specifically in education. Okay, but we want to take it further. It's not just equality between men and women. That's why we want equality on all aspects of life, aka egalitarian. Okay, so that was the background of this topic. Now I'd like to call our first volunteer. Maybe wants to volunteer first before I pressurize some people to actually do it. All right, then I will just pressurize someone to do it. So Harjo, do you want to start?
Okay.
Okay, good, because I don't take any other answer other than okay. Okay, the question for you is a little bit long, Harjo. So as human being, it's easy for us to spot injustice. As human being, it's easy for us to spot injustice or unfairness. We will automatically say that's not fair, for example, right? Because it's not equal, it's not egalitarian. My question for you is, have you experienced something that will make you say, that's not fair? Let's go, Harjo.
Of course, I think in a matter of life, in all of our life, it's a kind of thing. Hey, that's unfair. I'm not meaning to bring up a sad story, but when I was younger, when I was still a little child, very nice, isn't it? Let me find a quiet place. Let me find a quiet place. Sorry.
Okay, we'll give you. I will reset the time so you can restart. Yeah.
So what now? Is it okay? More quiet.
Better?
All right. So when I was younger, around 7 years old, 8 years old, I often go to my cousin's house and stay over there. My cousins were much well off than I am. I was when I was younger, and back then my parents were divorced, so I lived with my mom, and every time on the weekend I spend with my cousins. So my cousin's family is a good family. Every weekend they go out together with the whole family, and I was like a third wheel or something like third wheel with them. So the whole family, 2 kids and mom and dad, and I was there as the 5th person in the whole family. Even though I'm the cousin, but they just treat me okay, just come along. Every time we went out, I feel like, why can't I have a family like that? Why did my parents doesn't go along? Why can't I have a family together weekend, go out with my mom and dad? And deep down in my heart, I was like, that's injustice. How is life unfair to me? And to think about it now, well, maybe it's an injustice back then. But somehow that kind of experience made me feel I learned a lot and I get stronger with it. Because the way I see it, not every family has to be perfect. Because perfect is just a matter of how we see ourselves. If we put a self-pity on ourselves, like, oh, I'm so sad, my family is a broken family, why don't I have a perfect family like my cousin? But in a way, I feel like, okay, now I feel like I'm stronger. I don't have to have a self-pity on myself. And even so, if I look at other people with a broken family, I can say to them, hey, I was like you. There's no self-pity. The way we are, the way we are built is like this. It's not a matter of injustice, but it's a matter of how we treat ourselves and look at ourselves that we can be a better person, even though we think that it is injustice. Thank you so much. Okay.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing. Actually, I'm sure with a little bit of, I'm not saying TMI, not too much personal information, but we can learn a lot from your story. Yeah, the hardship that you went through can make us a stronger person. Right. Thank you so much. Now I saw that Prana volunteered and begging for easy questions. I'm not sure that's fair because I gave her actually a hard question. But Prana, do you want to try?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever seen someone treated unfairly and you step up to do something? Have you ever seen someone treated unfairly and then you decide to step up and do something?
All right. if toddlers count as someone, then I would say that I have seen many toddlers treated unfairly. I mean, ever since I have the I have a daughter, then I read more about parenting. Then after that, I realized that what my parents uh, teach me or told me or educate me is not always right. I mean, after reading so much from Instagram, from YouTube now, I know more. And then I come to the society, the environment, and I see how people treat their children quite unfairly. For example, if the child tries to learn, they play by learning, they put a stone or a toy in the class, and the parents will instantly scold the children. Why did you do that? Of course, the child don't know why. I mean, you don't know what he's doing, and keep asking or keep saying no, or even say something harsh like don't do this, stupid words or some bad words. This is unfair, I think, and it's damaging. And the bad thing is, I don't know what to do. I cannot help. But at least now I know that children is not the mini version of adult, and we have to rethink of how their brain works, and we have to be very very careful because at at that age, whatever we install in the brain will sustain till the next to their future adulthood. So please be fair. A parent should think like a child so they know how to treat a child. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let me take note of your time. Okay, so I just noticed Ben said Prana just had a baby. How old is your baby now, Prana?
2 years, 2 years.
3 years old. Okay. So if parents of other kids treating their child unfairly, it's hard for us to interfere, right? Because it's not my problem, things like that, right? So yeah, that's actually what's tough in our society, right? We are seen as being nosy if we see something unfair but try to step up. Okay, so Prana is 2 minutes. Oh, sorry, 1 minute 53. Right, so I saw. Thank you so much. Now let's. Vira, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So I would like to remind everyone that our word of the day is egalitarian. Yeah, I know it's hard, but try to fit that in your sentence somewhere. Okay. So the question for you is, as a society, although we claim to be egalitarian, but there are so many things that we haven't fixed. A lot of things still are not equal. For you, what is the biggest problem in our society that is not equal just yet between you?
Ooh, this one's a bit tough. Can you give me several seconds?
Your several second has passed.
Okay then, all right. Okay, let's give it a try, shall we? See, even though, yeah, the theme is egalitarian, there are still, even though we are claiming that we are claiming for equality, there's still injustice. Well, I'm gonna go with bullying. For some of you don't know, I used to be a victim of bullying as well. And I would say that one of the things that they did, to be precise, because it happened in the past, it pisses me off to the point of where I wasn't happy it happened when I was in middle school. And I remember at that 2 years of my life, I wasn't happy. I remember that I tried to pot them, the bullies, and to no avail because I got my butt kicked numerous times. It resulted in me having a really low self-esteem. And then I remember I was watching a mixed martial arts. I stumbled upon a mixed martial arts match at my TV, and I was shocked by how oh man, this is awesome. One of the coolest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. And because of me getting bullied numerous times, I wanted to learn what they did, like
boxing, make a jujitsu, Muay Thai, and all that. I would love to learn that. And yeah, I begged my parents. I remember like I begged my mom and papa like, can I please join this? They gave me the green light, but I have to finish my middle school. So I studied hard, and as long story short, I graduated with high scores, and yeah, I started to learn jujitsu in 2012, and I'm still doing it even today. So it's been 10 years. It's been a long time. So yeah, if we're talking about egalitarian, I would say bullying is one of the things that people need to learn to fight against. That we can fight it in finding hobbies that they can use to fill up all that anger, that not to fill up all the anger. To be precise, like how to escape from all the anger and all the depression and find something positive from it. That's all from me. Back to you, TTM.
Thank you. So one of the biggest problem in the society related to equality or being anti-egalitarian, I would say, is bullying, right, Vira? And sad to know that Vira was one of the victims of bullying.
Yep.
But we're also happy that seeing him now thrive, I would say, right? So yeah, get out of it. What is it called? Survive the bullying. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It wasn't hard though. It wasn't easy. Sorry, it wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy. Okay, it wasn't easy. Got it. Right. Thank you so much, Vida, for sharing. Well, we have a lot of personal sharing today. Yeah. This is the best type of table topic session, and you get to share your personal stories. Okay, next one is, I think, Noel would say yes earlier. Noel, you want to try now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let me change my background first. Okay, after talking about the bad news all this time, right? Bad news about problem with equality and being anti-egalitarian in the society. Now let's talk about the good news. The good news is there any progress you see when something unfair in the past now become fair, or something unequal in the past now become equal? So is there any good news in society about egalitarianism?
Okay. Egalitarian. Yeah, this is the first time I hear this word. So this word actually about the equality and what the equality from the previous and right now that we can see that. I think the simple example is a cartoon. So what the cartoon try to struggle at the past time. So right now is happen like you, TM Pipit, TM Seni, or TM Fifi, all the women here. If the equality is still not there, I think the woman still at kitchen or maybe service their family. But right now the equality is same. And we have the history that we have one president is woman, Megawati. We also have right now the ministry. Many people, many women is can be a leader right now. So quality, and this is the impact how Kartini already do in the past and impact right now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, Kartini happens to be also the inspiration behind this topic, right? So give me a second. I will take note of your time. No, Noel, right? Noel.
Yes, you can.
Or is it Noel? Noel. Okay. So yes, we have seen progress, right, in education between men and women. Now is accessible education for men and women, and I agree with you. That's the progress, and we should be proud of it. Now let's go to Yulia. Say who said first? Melinda said yes first, so let's go with Melinda. Test your voice, please. Test.
Yes, hello?
Yes,
Yeah.
all right. So the question for you, let me change my background first. Okay, the question for you, there are so many people who fight for equality, right? So they try to be egalitarian, but there are also people who fight back against it, I would say. Right? So it's making it hard to achieve our goal of becoming an egalitarian society. So in your opinion, what makes it difficult for our society to change? Or why are they resisting the fight for equality, I would say? Melinda.
Oh, I'm actually like difficult to understand with that question. I don't know if you can repeat
I can
again.
repeat it. Yes. Okay, I can repeat it. Okay, so a lot of people have been trying to fight for equality.
Yes.
Right, on all kind of forums.
Yeah.
But what makes the society difficult to change? What is the barrier to that equality?
Okay, what make difficult to change?
Change.
I will share my experience. When the beginning of I'm fight of the equal, I know it's not that easy, but we have to keep learn and we have to fight for the better, and we have to sharing with our, we'll say like our group. So like what I do at this moment, that there is many sometime it's not like equal for the justice, or it's not the between man or woman, or even between men and woman and woman. Sometimes they have the competition. So what I do is I would like to give them perform, but in a good way. So we learn and we have in competition for a good way. So I think that's what my experience. Sorry.
Okay, thank you so much, Melinda. So it's our desire to compete is the barrier. Is that did I sum that up correctly?
Barrier to
the barrier to equality is our desire to compete then?
I don't understand that.
No, from what you're saying. So the one that makes us difficult to achieve equality is because we desire to compete with each other. We don't want to be equal. Yeah? We don't want to be equal. We want to compete with each other.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay. All right, got it. Thank you so much. Now let's go to who said yes earlier, yeah. Oh, Yuliani. Okay, Yuliani, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let me change my background. Question for you, Yuliani. Okay, so Ben said earlier, some of us here are debate coached, and by some of us, that means me. I coach debate. And then in debate, we usually have tried to touch the F word. Okay, the F word. The F word in debate is not a bad word. The F word in debate is fair. Okay, so we have, as a human, we have an innate ability to spot. So we see something not fair, we will react to it. Yeah, so we have to show something is not fair. That's why we have to do something. But Yuliani, when we see something not fair, a lot of people choose not to respond or not to do anything. We witness something not fair, but we choose not to do anything. So what do you think makes people choose not to do anything? Yuliani.
Okay, so I just want to share what I was watching a movie before, and I think from that movie we know the answer. So I love watching old movie, Indonesian movie in 50 or 70 era. So it's about comedy movie, but it's about household assistant that working in a rich family. So when the assistants speak, they always their gesture or their speaking always very how to say, it's very low voice, and with make your head not you cannot see your eyes partner when you speak, especially if you speak with your boss. It's because they said it ethic. It's not ethic if you see your partner eyes or speak loud, or you cannot give your opinion, your own opinion. It's just a culture from old, and the more you can working hard without speak loud, it's the more you best as a staff or as a child, kids in the family. So I think it's from the old culture that we cannot speak our opinion, our idea from our brain. But right now, slowly, the education or people around us say that we need to speak up. We need to say what we have in our brain, what we feel, because it's very important. That's all
That's
from
it.
me. Yeah.
Okay, wow, almost time. Okay, good job, Yuliani. Okay, so actually I have one last question. This question has to get out, basically. So I will just put someone. Okay, Gail, can you please? Gail, do you want to try?
Yeah, actually, this is my first time to join, so I just want to know what's the show is process. I just want to know the process. So for currently, I don't have any idea to share, but I believe for the next.
Can you promise you will come next time? So I will put you in as the topic speaker. Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
We'll meet in 2 weeks. Okay? So hopefully you can come next time. Yeah. Thank you so much. So this last question has to get out, guys. So I would ask Seni then. Sorry, Ben, you have a lot of time to speak. So I will not ask you. So Seni, do you want to try? Okay, this is one example how egalitarian can, how, I'll change my background first. Sorry. Right. So this one example. Egalitarian means it doesn't matter whether you're the boss or you're the subordinate, you're the employee, you have equal position. Okay, and then just like what Yuliani said in the past, the employee could not voice their mind, cannot, especially if it's against the boss. Now, there was a story of Korean Air. I'm sure maybe if you read Malcolm's book, yeah, Korean Air actually experienced a crash. So pesawatnya jatuh, yeah, the Korean Air crashed. That time, the assistant of the pilot, the pilot assistant, I would say, saw that something was wrong, right? But he didn't tell the main pilot. They actually found out this in the recording in the cockpit, yeah? So even when it comes to life and death, like he was obviously in the plane, he knew something was wrong and asking the pilot, you actually made the wrong decision. We should go up, not going down over this cloud. But he decided to hold it in, not saying it. And the result is that the plane crashed and everyone on board was killed. So that's actually the real implication if we don't adopt egalitarianism. Okay, so in your opinion, Seni, what makes this thing so strong that even when you realize you're going to die, you still choose not to tell your boss that something is wrong?
Let me repeat the question. It's like, what makes I strongly not I strongly keep my mouth quiet even though I know it was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, this is so dangerous. What makes me strongly keep quiet when I knew the thing was wrong and it would pay with my life as well? Well, this is so hard because this is related to life, not only my own life, but it also related to hundreds lives, and also the company reputation as well as the country. It will be on the news. This is a hard decision. I imagine if I was the co-pilot, either I die and there must be something that I was doing wrong. Then I decided to be quiet forever. There must be I was wrong. You know, either I was a man or a woman. There's nothing. Not. I think this is not nothing. Nothing related with the egalitarian, in my opinion. But this is about the pride. So I imagine if I were the co-pilot, and I don't. I never done something wrong or embarrassing to the pilot and the crews. I think I would just straightly to the point. Is it right? Then I tell right, and wrong and wrong. Die? Well, it's go to the Lord decision, right? But in this case, I personally suspect if I tell something right and we all safe, it would be a weapon back to me. So I think that person, that co-pilot, must be doing something wrong, and then he will just surrender. End of all, yeah, and everyone goes with him as well. Back to you, Toby Master.
Thank you so much. It's tough, yeah. I saw some people commented in the chat box that in retrospect, we can only imagine like, why was he so stupid? Just say something, this is wrong. A lot of people's life were that. But without realizing it, we do that every day almost probably. But the difference is we don't bring 200 plus people die along with ourselves. Yeah, but we do that. So it's tough. That's why egalitarian is, in my opinion, is an ideal society. Yeah, because if you're not egalitarian, we always think that the leaders or the boss always have the right answer, which is usually not the case, or they can be wrong basically. So if we with egalitarian, then it's okay for us to actually say it. Oh, it's wrong, and I think we should not do this, or we should do that, thing like that. Okay, so that is it about egalitarian. I hope with our short meeting, we can learn a lot more than usual. And I will give the control back to our Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pipit, for this very resourceful table topic session. And thank you also for being the timer at the same time. Could you please update us in the chat to see who are those eligible for voting later on? Now we have come to the third part of our meeting with evaluation. I will call Toastmaster Ben, who is the general evaluator for the meeting, to take over. Toastmaster Ben.
Alrighty, thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Severin. Amazing. Good job on the table topics. Good job on the speeches so far. Now we are going. Did we already give the time report on the chat? I think so, right? Good. I've taken a million different notes everywhere. So it's tough. Tough taking 17 roles. But we could do it. It's okay. Now we're going to go into the evaluation session. Right? For those of you that are new to Toastmasters, the evaluation session is where we learn about just everything that we did well. We need to have a little bit of confidence boost, and also where we need to improve. Because there's no reason to do anything in life unless we have a way to improve ourselves and get better each day. And again, public speaking is super hard. So anytime you're doing it in person or even online to a bunch of people you don't know, we need to get a little bit of feedback to make us a little bit better. So the next time we do it, we're better. Let's go right into it with our speech evaluator. One of our fantastic, lovely members will be evaluating another fantastic, lovely member, Fifi. So let's introduce our evaluator for the evening, Miss Toastmaster Intan Rawitz.
Others sometimes knows us better than we know ourselves. Vivi came up and opened the speech by stating a quote and then asked a question to the audience. Who is Vivi? And the audience replied, oh, she is an incredible woman. I think this is a great opening for your speech, Vivi, because the purpose of the speech is to introduce yourself to the club. And this is several points that I like about your speech. The first is the great opening. You engage with the audience with the questions. And second one, structurized speech. You elaborate yourself into two big points. The first one is the good things about yourself. And the next one, second point, is the things that you want to improve. And the first point, you also elaborate some points talking about yourself, that you are a very well-prepared woman and also a very professional worker. As for a private life, you are a very disciplined mom. And the second point that you want to introduce to us, things that you want to improve, is that your diet, you still work on your diet. And the third is you have a great closing with a summary. But I also have things that might elevate your speech the next time. The first one is because the purpose of the speech also engaging humor, you may add some humor on your points, on your speech. Say, for example, you're talking about your diet, that you fail and you failed. You can say to the audience that, hey, I'm on a seafood diet. I seafood and I eat it. That's why I failed every day. And also for the closing, I propose you to add some spices to engage more on the audience. For example, you summarize your speech saying that this is me. I'm a well-prepared and also I'm a professional, but I'm failed on diet. And the last statement, I promise I will start my diet tomorrow. I promise, I promise. I think this is the statement for every diet fighter. I will start my diet tomorrow. Thank you. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Intan, for this beautiful evaluation that I am sure Toastmaster Fifi will use in her next speech. I would like now to invite Toastmaster Fifi to put the time record for the evaluation in the chat box,
I want
please.
to apologize because my background actually did not change. So Intan must have been quiet. Where is the green light? But she's actually quite safe. So 2 minutes, 15 seconds.
Excellent. So I will now give the floor again to the general evaluator to continue the evaluation part. Over to you, Toastmaster Ben.
Thank you so much. Real quick, before we get into the evaluation session, I want to go into our ballot counter. Senny, do you ready for just the table topic vote? Because Spoiler alerts, Fifi won the best speaker and Inton won the best evaluator. Amazing. It came down to the wire, but Fifi is the best speaker of the day. Inton, best evaluator. It was really close, tight vote, really tight race, but good job, ladies. You did it! You won! Yes! Winning is fun. Even though your competition was technically the clock. So you didn't make time, you wouldn't have been able to win. That's a fun little fact. All right, so Senny, do you want to post the ballots, please?
Yes. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we already have our best speaker and best evaluator today. So our voice matters for this, for all of the 7 speakers today. And here we go. Vote.
Everyone vote. You can vote for yourself.
Yeah, for the co-host, you cannot vote. You can send your vote privately to me. Yeah. Okay. We have 2 persons more who haven't voted.
Come on, Joe, vote, Joe.
Wait. Or come on. 2 person.
All right, we'll let you finish that up, Senny. I will go into the reports. Fun fact, we're gonna finish really
Okay.
on time.
Thank you very much. I will end the poll. Oh, 8 of 8. Okay, it's done and the poll is closed. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. GE.
Awesome, great job, Senny. Our Zoom master, ballot counter, and SAA all in one. All right, our timer did a great job today. Good job on the time. Okay, now let me go into, what should I do first? I have so many notes. All right, so let me hand it over to our counter, Ben. Take it away. Counter. All right, so there's a so right there. I took a little bit of this because it's really hard multitasking. Here is a fun fact. Multitasking does not make you more productive. It's fact. I don't care who says anything. Doing one thing at a time is going to make you more efficient. So this is not a very efficient overall, but I think I've done a pretty decent job. So the counter, I want to give it to Fifi. Her speech, immaculate. I didn't hear anything. Just well transitioned, so there's no mistakes there. The winner of the counter award would definitely go to our table topic master, Pipit. She had a lot of these filler words. I'm not going to go into any one because even though we have this little table thing that we use quite a bit, I don't like it. It doesn't really give us a whole story. So let me give you a real down-to-earth thing of how we can learn to get a little better. Okay, so when we use like articles or conjunctions in our speech, like ands and buts to kind of connect sentences to make compound sentences, a lot of times we use them, the word and. We use the word and too many times. You should just be silent. Like an and, when we use it, is to connect and add to what we're saying. Sometimes we don't need to use the word and. Sometimes we'll go blah, 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 and. So we elongate the word. That's a way to think, and we're wasting time. Better to say your point, pause, and then say the next point. So be careful really with what that is as well. Also, same thing. When we use the word just pause and think about what you're going to say next. Again, it's our fear as speakers that if we're up on stage or whatever and we're silent, everyone is looking at us. So we're like, we gotta say something. Gotta say something. So we let people know that we're thinking. Who cares, right? As a speaker, we have all the answers at that moment. So if we're paused, the audience doesn't really know why you're paused. You can be part of it. So careful on the uhs. Kind of like I'm doing now, making these noises. All right, so that's good. All right, let me go into. All right, back to you, GE. That's all my counter report. Okay, a little bit better on that next time, Ben. Got it. All right, so the grammarian reports, I'm going to hand it over to, you guessed it, Ben. Take it away. Thank you. All right, grammarian report. Again, it's the English teacher in me. Fun fact, I don't like being an English teacher. It takes away from me actually enjoying a speech. I like to enjoy it. I don't like to grade anything. I'm a teacher. I grade too many things already as it is. Start off with Fifi. She asked the question, like, who is Fifi? When she asked, like, the way to answer it, you want to say, what would be a really good way to say it? How would you answer this when you're asking your audience? Who is Fifi? To the audience, how would you answer this question? It's a better way of saying it. Can't remember exactly how you said it. But one thing I did like is that she says, I like discipline. I would have liked it a little bit better if you would have said it with a little bit more power. As a teacher, my classroom is very disciplined. And I've been told by my boss that I scare children. They're not able to be themselves. I don't want them to be themselves. I want them to be like my little minions, do what I want, walk on eggshells. So when we're talking and trying to change the vocal variety or inflection, I like discipline as a parent. Get the point? It sounds a little bit more like the actual words. So I would suggest that a little bit. And then mentioned it's not successful yet. You're talking about your diet. Better, I think, I haven't been successful yet. I haven't been successful. The diet hasn't been successful yet. All right. And then I think it was Wira. Before we close the meeting, let's go. Yeah, it's a good idea. Wira mentioned, he said a phrase, it pisses me off. Now, for someone that likes well-placed swearing, let me be very clear. Most Toastmasters clubs say no bad words or whatever. I don't care, right? English, there's ways we have to inflect things. As long as we're using it in well-timed areas, I even tell my students this, at a school, we're not allowed to swear. And I'm not going to punish you for using it in the right context, because it's English, and we're expressing ourselves, and people that typically swear are usually more honest, so we don't care about what people think, right? We're going to say what we want. But again, as long as you're not using swear words as a replacement for just regular vocabulary, that's sometimes a good, like, swear word, inappropriate phrase is actually good. It really emphasizes our emotion, which sometimes we need to get that point across. So we're good job using that. Oh, we got talked about fighting the bullies, right? So you mentioned like the way you kind of phrase it, like talking about the past tense, like I would fought the bullies. I think you said I fought the bullies. The way you phrased it wasn't correct in that sense. It's like I would fight bullies. English is tough when it comes to past tense sometimes, how we're supposed to, because the word fought is past tense, but we can still say how you phrase the sentence. Like back in the day, I would fight all the bullies. That would be still a past tense in how you phrase the sentence. But good job, Wira. One thing we hear a lot in sentences, and it can go into the counter report also, is like the phrase, long story short. Every time we say this, the story is going to be too long. And I'm telling you this by experience. I talk a lot and I go off in tangents a lot. So a lot of my stories are a long story short, but it's a long story long all the time, or a long story longer or longest. I would just not ever use that phrase because it's already meaning like, oh yeah, this is pretty long. Just be short or be long, depending on where it is. That's my opinion, right? It's evaluations are all one person's opinion, but that's kind of typically what it means. All right, one of the phrases we use, and it's always, even in America, Americans that speak English every day and only in English get this word wrong too. The word gesture, right? It's spelled like gesture. People say it gesture, but it's actually gesture, like sounds like it with a J. It's difficult, and English language can be really stupid sometimes and how things are spelled. But most of our English language comes from other languages that, if you want to research that, that's fine. But it's pronounced hand gestures, not hand gestures. I'm not trying to guess what things you're doing with your hands. We do guess sometimes. All right. All right, so I cannot see your eyes. Someone said the phrase, shouldn't look into your boss's eyes. And this is from like, we're talking about the past tense. It's like, you want to talk about the phrase, you said, I cannot see your eyes. When you're talking about the maid, like having to look down, be submissive. You could phrase it like, the maids or housekeepers shouldn't look into their boss's eyes. That would be a better way of phrasing that. And also mention a culture from old. You could say a culture from the past. Right? The past is the easier way to kind of say something that was a long time ago. All right. And then this is good. Where is he at? Noel. Noel actually, for the word of the day, used my advice in the beginning. It's always great when someone uses my advice. He's like, I've never heard of the word of the day before. And he went on to a story. Good job, Noel. It's great. My students never take my advice, and sometimes when people do, it makes me smile. So thank you very much for that. All right, so awesome. Now, real quick, the word of the day counter would win. Pivot used it like infinity amount of times. Severine, Wira, Noel, one. I think Seni, nope, not one, I don't remember that. But yeah, Pivot used it a million times. She also told everyone, reminded everyone to use it more. It's a hard word to really use unless you're using it like as an adjective, describe something, or like just how Noel did. Perfect way to use it. All right, so that would be my grammarian reports. Back to you, G. Oh. Good job.
Thank you,
Toastmaster Ben.
Toastmaster Ben.
What's up?
For
I'm not done yet. That was my grammarian.
okay, sorry.
This is my GE report now. It's okay.
Severin could not wait.
Tom, it's fine. No problem. It's the GE reports. Holy crap, this is a lot of stuff. Okay, so check that counter. So, okay. GE report. So typically what happens in a meeting, for those of you that are new to Toastmasters, haven't been in Toastmasters, these meetings start weeks in advance. Right? We have our VPE, Fifi here. She kind of talks to everyone, gets everyone the ball rolling, asks for volunteers. We go and search for volunteers to help us. And as you see, me, Seni, and Pippet are multi-roles. Our Tom today we asked her if she wanted to be Tom like an hour before the meeting. She said yes. Good club member, stepping up to the plates. Baseball reference for those of you who don't know. That's it. It takes a whole team to get this whole thing going, right? From our video to all these little roles and the theme and the word of the day to put it all on. It's tough, right? We make it look easy sometimes, but it really can be tough. But that's a great job by the whole entire Bhinneka team. So that's really great. Our Tom, she stepped in, Toastmaster Severine, stepped in. And again, one thing that you guys don't know is that all the meetings, there's like thousands of meetings every week all over the world. And if you go to a club somewhere else, it can be done a little bit differently. But the good thing is with Zoom is it allows us to make a little on-the-spot corrections with a little personal message here and there. And the great thing is that we're all learning, and it's not to be like personal or attack anybody, but it's kind of a way to kind of do that. And we're always trying to better ourselves and learn, the differences from each club to club. So our Tom did a great job transitioning. And even if we were like out of order in certain areas, if you were a guest, I bet you didn't know where we made our mistakes at, right? Right, Wira? Noel? Gia? You don't know where we made mistakes. That's how it is, right? We do it from the background. So great job, Tom. Well done. All right, our timer / Toastmaster, table topic master. Again, 2 roles. Did a great job with the timing, except on the evaluation. Didn't change the clock on that, but again, when your brain is going in different directions, it's sometimes hard. We'll forgive you today. Don't make the same mistake twice. It's what we got to learn from. But if you do, it's okay. We're not going to hold it against you. Now, the table topic questions, super hard, in my opinion. But again, at the end of the day, we're not always going to be able to walk into a situation and have an easy time to explain things. It doesn't work that way, right? Life isn't always super easy. So Pipit does a great job of challenging everybody. That's who she is. It's her personality. So all of you get away from me, dog. Right? She did a great job of making us think. Right? That's the idea. We want to become great critical thinkers and problem solvers, so that when we get into a situation, we won't feel overwhelmed. At the end of the day, these are questions that you've got 1 minute to 2 minutes to talk about. And here's a secret for next time you come in. If Pipit or any of us give you a topic to talk about, you don't have to talk about it. You can change the subject and talk about whatever you want. It's a fun secret. Say whatever you want. Like, for example, Pipit, that is a great question. I'm not going to answer it because I don't want to. But I'm going to talk about pizza. I love pizza. Get my point. It's your time to talk. Once someone introduces you as a speaker, the stage is yours. Say whatever you want. Plus, it's like throwing us a curveball sometimes. It's like, oh, did not see that coming. Because Pivot, what she does is a great job of communicating after your topic. She adds little points, brings up some of the things you said that are really, really clever. So that's a really great job by her. And again, our Zoom host, SAA, ballot counter, great job on your roles. Again, 3 roles plus photographer. Well done. Evaluation. Okay, evaluator, Miss Intan. Great job with that. She went right in after being introduced. And one thing is really clever, right? No matter what we say in general, when we're giving evaluations, is we want the speaker to walk away learning at least one thing, right? At least one thing. So she had a really good example that I remember, because again, I was taking a lot of notes and I heard one thing. She gave Fifi advice on how to implement a joke. Like, I have a seafood diet, right? It's a play on words. Like we think seafood, S-E-A, but she's saying it S-E-E, right? I seafood and then I eat it. That's my diet, which is kind of clever and funny and well placed. Because, you know, you got to have humor in a humorous speech. On top of that, humor is very subjective, right? We all have different, different like humorous like ideas and what we think is funny, what we might think is funny. So we got to be really careful on saying, "Hey, you should try to be funny." When someone was maybe trying to be funny, you know, it's like, "Oh, maybe it wasn't funny to me, but it's funny to someone else." So we got to be very careful how we give advice on that, right? Because it's subjective. And fun fact for me again, only fun for maybe you guys also. But trying to be funny is the hardest thing in the world. I can make you cry. I can make you cry because it's sad. I can make you cry because I'm just really mean. I can make you think. I can probably motivate you. But to talk and actually try to make you laugh out loud, not just type LOL, is the hardest thing in the world to do. Being a comedian takes hours and hours and hours and making mistakes and making mistakes. So it's really tough to kind of be a public speaker and make people laugh. So I say, great job, PP, and just keep on working. And again, Inten, great job evaluating and giving her a specific note. All right. Okay, good thing we have a lot more time left. Now I'm going to go to the table topics, but I'm going to bunch them all together. So.
Oh, no, Ben.
What?
Don't evaluate all table topics.
I'm not. I got it. Okay. This is my GE hat. I got this. Okay? See, Pipit is like, we go back and forth. She'll tell me what to do, and I'll tell her no, and then she'll say yes, and then most of the time I'll just do what she says. But I'm on top of it. We're on the same page. We're already taking too much of your time. So the table topics all together, a lot of new faces, right? Dika, or Prana, as I like to call him, he's well seasoned, but he has not been here for like 2 years. So a little bit, don't ask for easy questions, Brennan. You're a winner. You've won table topic contests. You don't get easy questions. Again, Weira, great job adding the personal story. I mean, all of you guys did really well in the personal stories. Noel, fantastic as well. Who else? Senny, at the end of it, fantastic. And I think Linda's gone, Joe's gone. Joe did a great job. Guys, sometimes we're in a busy, loud place. If you can move, move. It's great. Because if the audience can't hear you, there's no point in talking. All right, so that's about it for me. I can go on and on and on, as you all know, but that's really not a good thing. Back to you, GE. Oh, that's me. Never mind. Back to you, Tom. Severine, back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ben, for this evaluation. A very expressive and fruitful evaluation. Thank you very much for taking so many roles today. And now this is the time that we are going to present the awards. So Toastmaster Seni, the floor is yours.
Okay, right. Ladies and gentlemen, now we come to almost end of the meeting, and here's I present the awards for you. Okay, I will share my screen. Who are the winners today? Drum roll. It's myself.
Yes, actually, I would like to be the witness here. It's true, yeah. It's not like she chose herself. I saw the poll. Okay, so
I demand a recount. She did not win, and she's lying. She took the role, and she won it. She cheated, and I'm just kidding. Good job, Sandy.
Okay, so Sandy, can you say something? Then so you can.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm saying
1, 2, 3. Good. Got it.
Thank you very much, Pipit. Next, we will present the award of evaluator. The one and only Intan Rawit. Congratulations.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Got it.
And the last one, best speaker of the day, Toastmaster Fifi. Congratulations.
1, 2, 3. Got it.
Yes, thank you so much, Pipit, for taking the pictures. And that's the awards session, ladies and gentlemen. And I will give the control back to our president. Oh, okay. I will give the control back to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Severine.
Thank you, Toastmaster Seni, and congratulations for winning the table topic session. And of course, congratulations to speaker Toastmaster Fifi and evaluator Toastmaster Intan. Now, before we end, we are going to give the floor to Toastmaster Ben, who is also the president of Bhinneka Online Toastmaster Club. Over to you, Toastmaster Ben.
Thank you very much, Tom. And what do you want? Go away. Anyways, this dog is crazy today. Thank you all.
Show him, her. Show.
Oh. Now
Okay.
there you go. Hi.
Wow, Clara is grown up now.
Go away. All right. So great job. Great meeting. Again, we had a lot of changes like throughout the week and even last minute, and we were able to finish. See, if you build it, they will come. Right? That's the quote from a movie called Field of Dreams, another baseball reference, but the meaning, if you just show up, put on a good show, eventually people are going to come and it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger as long as you have a really good attitude and great people to help support the situation. And for those of you that are not members of Bhinneka, we do that really well. We are in constant communication throughout the week. Only me and Pipit fight. That's it. Everyone else is really cordial and nice. But Pipit and I do fight a lot because we're both stubborn, right? That's a debate and speech contest in both of us. But again, it's a really fun atmosphere. We're online mainly because during the pandemic, we wanted to be able to reach out to people, not just all over Indonesia, which we are, all over Indonesia, like Jakarta, Surabaya, Bali, Medan, Papua. Where are you at, Inten?
Jogja.
Jogja. We have it all over the place. And we're also international. We had people that were in America, and we have 2 members that are in Mauritius. So we want to connect all over the world. That's what we idea. It's the idea. Bhinneka, diversity, right? We want to be diverse. And again, our times are not usually this time now. We're making this time a little earlier because of the holiday. Even our next meeting would typically be on the first Sunday, but it's going to be on the 8th because of Idel Fitri as well. So we're very flexible, being able to be online and accommodate as many people as we can, our different religions and different cultures and different holidays, and that's what we want. We want people to, when they come here, they feel welcome, they learn, and that's the whole point of this, right? We have fun, again, we joke around, because again, Toastmasters is, you can be serious, but I think you can learn better in a fun atmosphere when you're relaxed and you're not afraid to make mistakes, right? That's the idea. So I want to ask a few of you how you did you enjoy? I mean, just say yes to that question. But what did you get out of this meeting? What did you learn from it? Gio, what did you learn from today's meeting by observing us? Thank you for coming.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, the thing that I can that I got for this meeting is yeah, it's nice for me to know each other, and then this is what the topic is so interesting. So maybe for the next I can share any idea, but for now I just follow the process. So because this is the first time, I don't know how to the process and how to learn in the Toastmaster.
All right. Yeah, that's great. Fun fact is that most people that join for the first time have no idea what the process is. And most people, it's the same story. Like, oh, Toastmasters, I thought we were going to drink when we come here. That's the same line everyone does. So it's very interesting when we first join and we look and observe. You know, we don't have to speak. We just kind of like soak in the atmosphere. And the idea is we hope it would come back. Because next time you come back, maybe you'll get a chance to speak some more and become a member. And then you're like, whoa, look where my life is at now. But thank you for coming. Please come back again.
Yeah.
All right. Prana, you've been at a Toastmasters for 2 years. Tell us how you enjoyed our meeting.
Been in Toastmaster for 2 years. I have seen several times people coming for the first time, and I could remember how they were in the first time, and after joining and after practicing and pushing themselves to speak in front of people, beating their nervousness, take the courage, and I could see that they grow. They should have seen their first time coming. I mean, if you come for the first time, make sure it will be the first of the 1,000 time of coming. Thank you, Ben.
So, fun fact for Prana, this is 1,001. Because now he's just going to be a member again. Maybe. Yes, maybe. Yes, maybe. All right. Anyways, thanks, Prana. Appreciate you coming. And our guest, Noel, tell us how you enjoyed us and what did you learn? What did you get out of today's meeting?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for allowing me to participate in this club. So before I actually already joined with some club in Jakarta. And, I think this is the first time to memorize again about the Toastmaster, and thank you to Miss Vivi, TM Vivi, and also TMP to allow us. Actually, me, Gio, and Barkan is one company, so we try to find the place that we can communicate, that we can English. So I think this Toastmaster maybe can be a facilitate us to learn English and improve English. About this club, I think this is a great club. We follow all the Toastmaster guidance to see the meeting. We also have we also coming from different background, different place. So I think the Bhinneka is the great name. We are in one unity to see. I mean, this is a great. I think looking forward to join this club in another time. Thank you.
That is what we like to hear. 3 birds with 1 stone. Pretty cool. But yeah, we hope you guys definitely join us. Come back as a guest again, get another little dip in the pool, so to speak. All right, Egan, can you please tell us what you thought of today? You're muted. There you go.
Okay, thank you, Ben. So I'm really happy can be back to this Toastmaster, and I want to tell the reason why I come back to Toastmaster. It's because 2 years ago when I know the Toastmaster, I just joined the Toastmaster as a guest because I want to fill my time with a good or positive things. But not right now. I really need Toastmaster because I'm working with big team, and I really feel like really need good public speaking, especially speak to my team, because speaking with one-on-one person and one and big audience is very, very different. And I really need to more deep learning about this.
Excellent. That's a great reason for those of you that heard. It's like having a good reason to join, well, any club that you want to join. It's really important because the idea is that what we learn here, we can take it into the real world and apply it. And then what happens is someone says, "Hey, Ben, what is it that you're doing and how did you do it?" And I'm like, "It's Toastmasters." What the heck is Toastmasters? So it's kind of like a idea of it kind of changes you. Anytime, any experience in life that gives you more confidence and a lot of positivity, I think is a good thing. And Toastmasters can be that for you. Depends on how much energy and time you put into it. But again, it's like anything. You put in enough energy and time, you're going to get out a lot out of it as well. And lastly, I've seen you before. I think you've been here, or at least a meeting I've seen. But tell us how you enjoyed today's meeting as well.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Ben. Well, I like it. I haven't joined Bhinneka. The last time I think it was 3 or 4 months ago, or probably more than that. Yeah, because I would like to just visit another club and know more people aside from just joining my club like SCBD. I would like to just go to one place and another.
All right, awesome. So again, another reason to come in is networking. Check this out. For those of you that are new again, we're all over the place. I went to Surabaya where Pipit lives. My wife is from there, and Pipit and I and a couple other Toastmasters had lunch. And then Pipit came with her husband to Bali, as well as Fifi with her husband to Bali, and we all met really quickly and kind of hung out. Yesterday, Prana here and I've known Prana for about 3 years. I've been working with Prana like over the last 2 years with his school with different opportunities as well. Egan, I've had lunch with her a couple times as well. And Seni, she's not in Bali right now, but she was in Bali a long time too. So Indonesia, we are, those of us that are in Indonesia for sure. Sabrina's pretty far away, another tropical paradise of her own. But one day we'll be able to see her. But that's the idea. We can go other places and we have someone to at least have some lunch with, lunch is good. Everyone needs lunch, right? Except right now, if you're celebrating Ramadan. Wait, about 3 more hours. Or two more hours should be good. All right. Before we go, I want Toastmaster Seni to give us a little bit of a detail about the District 87 conference. Right? Again, Toastmasters isn't small, it's big. And Bhinneka is a small part of District 87, which is all of Indonesia, half of Malaysia, and Brunei. So, Seni, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, thank you very much, President. Okay, give me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Let me quick announce you about the virtual conference. This might be the last conference that District 87 doing. this year. So it will be held in 3 days. You see, 20 to 22 May. And you can go to the website over here for our full agenda and also the speakers, as well as what kind of the contest it will be present. It will be present in 3 languages: Bahasa, English, and Mandarin Chinese. So make sure that all of you registered, because this is the only virtual event in district that will be free. And next year we're going to have the offline conference, and that will be definitely pay. Okay, so if you want free, make sure you register now and follow. Don't forget to like us on Facebook page and as well as the Instagram. Follow us, stay tuned, and get updated. That's all, President. Back to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senny. If you can put the website in the chat box so someone can check it out. Fun fact, our club, we have the reigning district international speaking champion and an international evaluation champion. And she's also going to be competing in international again, humorous and table topics. So this club does have a lot of successful speakers when it comes to competition level. So when you are a part of the Toastmasters, you get a mentor, you get people that work with you, and it helps you grow and get better, and also learning different perspectives. We can all learn from each other. One last thing from our other guests, my friend Melinda, who was here, I met her a couple years ago through Krav Maga. So we were talking about martial arts in his speech. We met each other when we were doing some Krav Maga here in Bali. She's also a friend of another Toastmaster in another club, Emmy. So Emmy told her to come talk to me, and she wrote a message. She's like, she had to leave early because she's hosting breakfasting here in Bali with her friends. But she said, "Thank you so much. I would like to join next time. And can you tell me what Toastmasters is all about?" Right. So I get to go and message her and give her some more information. She's doing a lot of stuff here in Bali where she's starting to speak in large crowds like Egan as well. Right. So you find a need to better yourself and you better your career, it's going to make it just that much more amazing. So I think that is it. Is there anything anybody else wants to say? Rather hold your peace. Nope. Thank you very much for everyone coming today. I'm going to make this meeting adjourned.
Announce the next meeting. What is the date again?
Our next meeting, usually, again, our typical schedule is usually the first and third Sunday of the month from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Jakarta time, right? So the first is, that night is the Adele feature. So we are not going to have it again, because again, we're so flexible with everything. We're going to make it on the 8th of May, normal time, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Jakarta time, 7 p.m. if you're in Bali. Everywhere else, I have no idea, because I'm used to American time, and that's all jacked up too. But if you have any questions, reach out to me. Pippet, our VPE, Vice President of Education, is Fifi. Wave your hand like this. Fifi, go like this. Fifi, yeah, like this, go like this. Go like this, Fifi. Fifi, wave your hands like this.
Adam, what
Wave
should
your
I?
hand. Wave your hand.
Wave your hands. This is you. That's like this. That's Fifi. She's our Vice President of Education. So, you know, she has a lot of information. Our Pivot is also, you know what, ask anybody who's a member of Seni, Intan, Severine as well. We'll get you in the right direction. So follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and press subscribe if we're on YouTube. But we're not, I don't think. So anyways, have a great rest of your Sunday. Thank you all for joining. And goodbye.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you.